So, slightly off hair color. Not exactly what I expected. And I think that that's the lesson for today. Sometimes things are not going to turn out exactly how you expected them to. So, I have a tiny house. And I think that that's something that is known. I will do a full reveal video when everything is done in the next week because I will have it at EarthX in Dallas, and holy crap, it's got to be done. But that's kind of the point. I got a deadline, now I got to do it. And I'm pushed way, 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 way far out of my comfort zone. I would not say that I am a carpenter or a construction maven or even one who is smart enough to measure twice and cut once. Like, balls to the walls, fast, fast, fast. And this is slowing me down, and it has to be precise. And I got the first part done. And now I have to go buy some plywood. And I could have Lowe's or Home Depot, wherever I buy, I could have them cut some of those big pieces, and I probably should. I have all of the tools here, but I don't have a second set of hands, and so it becomes very difficult to make long cuts, be precise, be slow enough to make sure your saw blade doesn't bind. And see, look at me looking all smart. But the bigger challenge here is I'm going to do this. And I feel like there was one or two people in particular who kind of gave me the idea that they don't think I can do it, which pissed me off. Boy, did that light a fire under my ass. Especially when people who are close to you and have been close to you for a really long time and know that you have skills, like you can tackle anything and you've done it and you're a great project manager for them, and they still doubt. They're like, yeah, maybe you should hire somebody for that. I got a cut sheet, a DVD, and some really, really detailed instructions. I've already talked to the company because they did this really great thing where they're like, if you want to deviate from this at all, you call us first. The guy I talked to was like, you want to change anything? You get bound up, you have any kind of problems? Just call me. My name's Erin. I'm going to take care of you. Thank you, Create a Bed. About all the hardware, the hardware, like the pistons and the stuff. And I got the most detailed instructions I've ever seen on anything. And I'm going to build this bitch, if for not for any other reason than to prove to myself that I can do it. And when it's all done and it's anchored and it's in there and I get to show it off, I know that the amount of pride that I will have in this project will rival a few things I've done in my lifetime, because this is outside of my box. I was super intimidated about taking 14 sticks of timber and cutting them down, not cutting them, I can cut all day long, but cutting them down, drilling, screwing, and getting them together and getting them square, and it's done. I did the first part. I need to put a skin on the front, I need to put the skin on the back, and I need to do some other stuff. I mean, I'm not trying to oversimplify. I am trying to tell you that don't let some asshat who's in your life, no matter what their intentions or how good of their intentions are or what they thought that they were doing for you by telling you you should hire somebody to do that. It was a man telling me I needed to hire another man. Fuck you. You've been my friend for 9 years. You ought to know by now. All you did was light a fire under my butt. And he'll never see this video, which is part of the irony of the whole thing. He doesn't take much of what I do seriously. And that's okay. It's just where we are in our lives. But I need to take me seriously. And I feel like building this bed, putting together a Murphy bed, I'm talking very precise mechanical stuff, got to be installed perfectly. I feel like this little piece will give me so much peace, because I will be able to prove once and for all that there is not a damn thing that I can't handle. I feel like as women, we get looked down upon. Oh, well, you should probably have somebody help you with that. Would you? Just because you're 6'2" and 250 or 60 pounds, would you hire somebody else to do it? Some of you would, because you know it's not inside your skill set. And some of you would take the challenge and enjoy the project. And some of you would start the project and then hire somebody because it'll piss you off. And if I get there, I get there. but I at least have to try, right? I got a kid. I got a 17-year-old daughter, and I have something to prove. I have been proving to her my entire life, her entire life, that there is nothing that you can't do if you choose it and you put your mind to it. This is a kid who decided on 6 weeks' notice that she was going to go to school for spring term this year and did it. She completed everything she needed to do. I did what I could, but I didn't do any of it for her. I said, have at it. You have applications, you have tests, you have letters of recommendation to get, and I didn't write her ass on it. I made her do it. And she has a sense of accomplishment right now where she feels like she's really putting her life together. And that's important. That's a lesson well worth any hardship I come across trying to frickin' figure out how to build a Murphy bed. Go out, love your people, love yourself. Pick a challenge. Go do something amazing.